Hello friends, this is Kylie with Kiwi Crafts Co. and today we are going to be setting up August in my creative journal, so let's go ahead and dive right in. We are going to be using the Blooming Teacups bundle from Amy Plans Things. I am a patron of hers. I am part of the Physical Sticker Pal Club. So we are going to be getting physical stickers in the mail from her at this tier. I also do get the digital printable bundle as well. So there's lots of different tiers that you can sign up for. I will leave that information down below if you're interested in signing up. Definitely worth the money, because if you were to purchase this bundle separately and also wanted to purchase her junk journal kit, then it's a higher cost altogether. But if you are interested in picking up this digital bundle or any of the sticker kits that she has on her website, you can use code Kylie10 to save 10% on your order. And what I did was I went and chose a couple of the pages from the bundle that I wanted to use in my journal. I do this pretty much every month. There are several other pages included, but I don't use all of them, so I just print what I need, which is pretty great. So I printed off this August cover. I love how she has all of these cups just kind of stacked on top of each other, and again, all of this is hand drawn by Amy herself. I am also going to be including the self-care bingo for August, so it just follows the same theme with the teacups at the top. This is a new page, unless I completely missed it last month, but this is 10 things that bring me joy. There is also an affirmations one that is kind of formatted similar to this, but I definitely wanted to include this as well in my journal this month. And I printed this a little bit smaller. I printed all the pages at the A5 size. She does include like regular classic size. She includes the traditional letter size if you use a big happy planner. So lots of different sizes that she provides to you when you purchase or if you get the printable bundle as a patron. So I printed these on A5. This one I sized it down a little bit smaller. So I have a smaller journal than I wanted because I don't know why I keep thinking I have a bigger journal than I do, and my idea of what I wanted to do last month did not work whatsoever because I have an A5 size journal. So I think maybe for my next one I may do a bigger one. I don't know. I say that because I see like all the really nice Dutch doors that people create, and I'm like, I kind of want to do that, but I just don't have the space in this A5. So I just think I have a bigger journal than I do, but I went ahead and printed this smaller so that way it could fit somewhere here in my journal. And then I printed off the Blooming Teacups decorative kit. These are already mirrored for Dutch doors since Amy Plans Things does a lot of Dutch doors on her channel. And I really do love this little cluster down here. So here's another page where they're already mirrored. And then this page as well. So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do today. It's just a matter of if I can execute it, because last month did not go as planned. And as always, I did print out the digital papers that she has. I printed these on sticker paper. That way I could cut them down and use as washi strips. So I'm gonna use like the basic patterns as washi for my creative journal spread. And then I did also print off the more of the patterned digital pages because I may use this at the beginning and the back page. So these are really, really pretty. So it's just a matter of what I decide to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down real quick. That way I have my washi strips ready and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, I got my little washi strips all cut out. I just did 4 strips of each of the base digital papers. That way, in case I mess one up, I have couple backups because you never know with me. We are going to start in here. So if you have watched last week's video, this is how last week's turned out. I absolutely love it. I did a little trick with some packing tape, that way I could get the mirrored image on the back, and this was using the Fruits and Florals sticker book from Live Love Posh and a couple of my Fruitful Season dolls. So I love how that turned out. I will link that here for you guys to go check out. And we are going to get started. So this I purchased from Dollar Tree. I showed this in my reel of my Dollar Tree haul of things I definitely didn't need but picked up. And it is super spacious, you guys. So I moved my little container that I normally have up here. I moved everything in here and it fits so beautifully. And it looks a lot better than my little open container just full of stuff I've thrown in. So I'm going to need my gyro cut, my scissors, one of the clips, my washi cutter. This is a new one I picked up from Sweet Kawaii Design. Super obsessed with it. Her little character Daisy reading a book, just Moo and my stickers. I definitely don't know what happened to my Live Love Posh one. That one is just lost to the void forever. No clue what happened to it. Okay, so we're going to clip this back. And I think I'm gonna stay with the 3-page Dutch doors that I normally do. I have really been enjoying that. That also gets me sufficient pages ahead of time for journaling before next week when I need to start decorating and preparing my next week's pages. So I think a 3-page Dutch door for today. So let's clip this back here. This journal is starting to get very full and I am here for it. I absolutely love when it starts to just get a little chunky. Let's get started. I want to do at least 1 to 2 of these teacup with flowers for the Dutch doors. So if I want to do 3, I think I should start with the back page first. That way, well, if I start with the back page, there's a chance that it may be too small here for journaling. Okay, maybe start with the first page. So indecisive, guys, I know. Are we shocked? No. I think I want to use maybe these to start. I do love the bright red. These are actually the same poppies in her lined poppies sticker pages. So she's trying out a new art style and I absolutely love it. Now, I could put washi down or, okay, let's see. Which one do I think matches more? It might be this blue one. Well, unless, well, because this like greenish seafoam color is the same pattern as the pink. So my options could be this color, then this one, and then the pink. Just because I don't want the same patterns like right next to each other. So let's start with pink first, actually. I think that's what we'll do. Pink, blue, and then this like sea foamy color, I think is the plan. I forgot my needle nose tweezers. Do I have them in here? Yes. That's the only downside of having everything like contained in here, is that I do have to go dig in there to find anything, but I do like how it looks more than just having my container just chilling there. Let's go ahead and place this maybe over here because I do want some room to journal. So I think right there should work. Okay, I really love this bright red. So let's pull this one off. I'm thinking this one can be in the center. Let's put it right there. Okay, and then maybe this one or this one at the top. Maybe this one. And I've had a couple people ask what sticker paper I use. This is from Online Labels. I have used them for a long time, since I actually started just playing around with my Cricut. So they are the only sticker paper that I like to use. And I will put down in the description below what specific type of sticker paper it is, because there's different types of sticker paper, and I love the removable matte one. There is, I think, the standard one, which I don't like how it prints images, and since I have my own sticker shop, obviously I want the images to print out nice and bright. But if I had a favorite, I would say it is the weatherproof matte. That one prints images really, really beautifully and very vibrantly, but it's not very removable, which is why I just use the removable matte, because it's in the middle of the standard and the weatherproof, where it prints the images very nicely, but also comes up with no issues. Let me readjust this here. Okay, and so what I'll do for the next page is I'll probably put the images like in between here for the second door, and we're going to use my trusty little gyro cut to cut around the edges. Okay, and I can probably cut off these little tail end pieces now. Okay, and this side. Okay, that is so cute. Yeah, I'm doing a different type of style today with the Dutch doors. Normally I've just been doing the one image with the washi tape, but I wanted to switch things up, especially because there were several pages of these teacups with florals. So just doing something a little different. Grabbing my same pink little washi strip. Having to rely on my needle nose tweezers and not my nails. This down. And I guess I can tear this off. Don't necessarily need it. I'd mainly need to leave the little tails on if I was working backwards to the front, but since I'm going front to back, don't necessarily have to. Okay. And we're gonna just go in the same order with the mirrored sticker. And then this bright one. Just fits so beautifully in there. And then this one. Okay, yay, I love how that looks. Okay, so we have that first Dutch door down, and now moving on to the next one, we are going to use this blue washi, just because it is a different pattern. Okay, so let's put this down. Hopefully I'm staying in frame, because I have been using this new setup, but I'm still trying to get used to it. And I also change it up for when I do my lives on Sunday night. That's something I recently started doing. So Sunday nights I will go live 7 p.m. probably to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. depending on how long it takes me. to set up my planners for the week, but I've had so much fun the last few ones I've done, just getting to chat with everybody. So I definitely want to start doing that on Sunday nights, just because I don't really show any plan with me's anymore on my channel. That way we can just have a little planning session together. Trying to bring it over as much as possible. It looks crooked to me, but that could just be me. That. Okay, much better. Well, to me it's much better. I don't know if it actually even did anything. Yeah, that looks fine. So we're gonna cut this. And now it's deciding what stickers to use there. We could use this page. There's these two here. I think we should do these two because then I can kind of put them here in between these three. So let's see how that looks. Do I want the handle sticking out? Let's try that. Maybe the handle sticking in, it almost hides too much of the florals. Let's try this one. Yeah, see, I think I like that more. Okay, we're gonna place that there. Yeah, I like how that looks. We may need to bring it down just a tad. Like literally just a little bit. Am I fine with that space there? Okay, oh please. I'm trying to just put it where it's centered in between both of those. So just literally a little bit. Okay, much better. And then we're gonna do the other floral down here. And I think we are gonna have the handle going in that way. So the majority of the florals are showing. See, I just love how that looks. Maybe switch these because I don't want the same colors like right next to each other. These florals are the same colors. Why am I like this? Sorry guys, I just don't like having those similar colors right next to each other. I'm gonna put this right there, maybe a little bit more up. We're not shocked though. You guys knew what to expect, those of you guys that are returning. Okay, much better. And then this one, do I want, no, I'm gonna make it go down this way. Okay. Bring it down just a little. Okay, much better. I like that a lot. So let's go ahead and cut these out. Okay, our second door is done. I love how that is turning out. So time to do the back of this page. Okay, look at how cute that is. I love that. Okay, now just doing the third door, we're gonna use this one here. And then it's a matter of figuring out what florals to use right there. It would help if I took this off first. This is like putting in some thread in a needle. You just have to be very focused. Okay. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is just the way that works for my brain. Right. Nope, there. Okay. Let me move it just a little bit in because I can see some white space peeking through. And there's no white space here. It's actually the page before. I didn't cut close enough to the washi. Let me straighten this. Okay, that works. Let's cut this little guy off. Okay, now what florals do we want to use? I really like these big ones. I could put it in the middle here, or I could do more small ones here. Let me just see what it looks like. I'm kind of thinking I want this big one like in the middle over here. Well, actually, these are the same florals as here. Dang it. Okay, this could still work up here. Okay, that one works. Now, what down here though? We do have a lot of florals still, which is a good thing. Do I want some more of these red poppies? Or do I want the blue ones? Let's do the red. I know I said I don't want like colors next to each other, but these are different teacups. I kind of like how that looks. No, it's the same cup as that. Okay. Dang it, Kylie, why are you like this? Okay, my other option is putting this in the middle, but no, it's close to that one. Okay, well, I could do this one. Let's see what this one looks like. That is so sad for me. Okay, that one would work. So let's put it right there. Okay. That fills up that space. Do I want to do, well no, because these are kind of right next to each other, almost on top of each other. So I think I'm gonna need to do the same thing with this one to where it's kind of almost on top. Okay, let me bring these down just a little bit. Nope, I don't think I like that. So maybe I don't use this big one. I do like it. It's just not looking how I want it to. Okay, back on the page you go. Now I could do the red poppies up here. So let's bring this back in. Let's do it straight. Yeah, I like that. And don't like that. So come this way. So I think I'm gonna have to put the florals to where it peeks through here. Yeah, see, I like how that looks. But then my other option is to cut off a little bit of this teacup because I want the florals to actually show through. Okay, let's bring it right there. Yeah, see, I like how that looks there. Maybe this up here, the poppy back in the middle, so that way I don't have blue right next to each other. I know, y'all are probably like, Kylie, just put it down and don't move it. Y'all, I wish that's how my brain could work. My brain's like, no, absolutely not. Let me bring this like this, kind of slanted upwards. Oh, nope. Went too high with that. Right there. Okay, much better. Then this little guy. He's gonna go up here as much as possible. Okay, I think I can live with that. So I have this up here, kind of touching the edge. Maybe bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, don't necessarily need it sticking out. Okay, hooray! Okay, oh my goodness, that only took a million years to figure out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just trim this down and also do the back of this page. Okay, I have all 3 of the Dutch doors done. This turned out so cute. Only took me a million years to figure out how to structure this last page, but I love how that looks. Now, to figure out this front page, this first page is going to be the start of my journaling because I want to do like a full cover page here for August. I know I want to use this. Do I want to add just some regular sticker paper, kind of what I did for like July? This one I used this, which is last month's title, because this is pretty big already. I should have maybe sized this down. Let me actually, well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut around this. I'm telling you guys, my gyro cut is like my ride or die when it comes to creative journaling. This is so much easier than having to fussy cut and trying to get into all of the little crevices and corners. Now I could leave it plain like this, or I could put the digital paper behind it. Is that too much? I kind of like that though. It could also just be easy and put this here. I don't know. Oh, I kind of like that one. This is the same pattern as this. There is also this one. Why do I kind of like that though? What do I want to do? Or I could put this down. I kind of like that. Or do I like this more? Or do I just leave it like this? Because it's big enough where it takes up a good amount of space. Let me see what I have distress ink wise. There's Wild Honey. I'm almost thinking this wild honey either on the corners or like the edges of the page. I think we're gonna do that. Oh gosh, if it goes horribly, then oh well. Yeah, see, I think it would look really cute with some gold like edges. I'm gonna grab my little scrap page here and start with this edge first. I need to get some lessons from Devin. Her inks, like she does such beautiful pages using different inks and like ink splatters. And I don't remember when the last time I used inks was. Okay, I just don't want to get it on the other page. Okay, that doesn't look horrible. Okay, I think that is enough, and let's see. Yeah, I think that works. Look at me go. Okay, and I feel like it kind of brings out the gold here on the cups, and then the yellow florals. I should probably pick up some more distress inks, but also maybe store them in a place where it's not going to get dusty. Maybe bring it up just a tad. Please don't curl. Once you start lifting up your stickers, it gets a little curly. Okay, let's put that right there. And perfect. Yay, I love how that looks. Not bad, not bad. And now it's a matter of decorating this page here. So since we did some distress ink here, I think I can use a pattern over here. Did I want to use the red poppies? I have the red poppies in the center there. Maybe these. I just need enough to cover this area here. So nothing crazy. I'm almost thinking that would work because I do need to put my self-care bingo, but I don't think I can put it on this page because then it will show through. So am I gonna have to create some extra pages unless I do the distress ink here. I do have some florals left. This big one, that is the same as this. What does it look like if I put it here? Almost a little too busy, and those are the same. Okay, let's scratch that. Instead, we're just gonna need to pick one of the digital papers and just move it along. I kind of been thinking this one. Yeah, I think I like that. So how do I want it though? I need it enough to where it covers. We're just gonna free cut it like I normally do. I don't have time to waste with my paper trimmer. Okay. And I need it. Let's see. So here. Yes. Let me just leave my arm there. The way I do things sometimes, guys, I know. Stresses y'all out. let's just lay this guy right there. Take this. See, that way it fills up that space. And now we just cut this. Yeah, I like how that looks. It's so cute. Okay, and I may be able to fit, well, no, I don't think I'll be able to fit this in here. Dang it, this happened last time too, where I'm like, it will fit, and no, it no fit. Yeah, because see, it's gonna take up some of the space for journaling, which I don't want it to do, but I do love how that looks. I think I will just add in the other pages later, like I'll just put them over here and show you guys next video what I ended up doing with that, because I don't want this video to take too long. And I'm going to grab my header boxes. These are my header boxes from Tell the Plan. I've been using this pretty much for every single video. Ooh, I like this darker purple. Okay, should I do the darker purple and the gold? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're not gonna make it crazy. We're just gonna do gold and this darker purple and alternate those on the pages. Okay, I have all of my header boxes down, and that will be for my date. So I have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So 1 week worth of pages. And I just need to add in my prompts, which I will do off camera. And I'm trying to think if I want to add anything else to these pages. I don't think so, because this is a lot busier than my past Dutch doors and vertical tab spreads that I've done. So like this one, because it's just kind of one pattern just for each page, I can add a little bit more in between the pages. But this one, I feel like since there's a lot happening on these pages, I don't want to just add more and make it too busy. That's definitely not my style, but I am obsessed with how these turned out. I knew I wanted to use the different teacups with florals on each of the pages, so I'm glad that that worked out. And the distress ink, I like how it looks. I just need to work on my application for the distress inks, but I have no other complaints besides just me needing to learn how to apply it and maybe store them properly. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then please like the video, and if you would like to see more content like this, definitely hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. You'll also get notifications when I go live on my channel. Again, I plan to do that Sundays at 7 p.m. through about maybe 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And leave me a comment down below if you have picked up this digital printable from Amy Plans Things, or if you're also one of her patrons. I'd love to know down below. So thank you guys so much for watching if you made it all the way to the end, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!